So here we have the format that will not die, the legendary VHS tape. I spent so much time dealing with this stuff that basically I can take this tape, turn it over, and take it apart very quickly. Of course, I'm doing this with a video camera involved, so I got to make sure I get this all in. But all it was 5 little screws here. And working with my own store, I used to keep boxes and boxes of broken parts from broken tapes. You know, doors, springs, reels, whatever, little clips, because you never know when you might need them. And even when I was working at Liquidators, when things were slow, because Norman had a ton of broken shit, I'd go over and take a bunch of them out, take them over to my desk, and spend the afternoon dissecting them. Of course, I'm doing a little bit slower here. Usually I can knock one of these off in under a minute, but being that I'm recording it at the same time, it's kind of rough. So the big mistake people used to make was, when they took all these screws out, was that they would just lift up this piece of tape here. Oh, that one ain't all the way out yet. Needs a little bit more persuasion, I guess. There we go. Okay, it's out now. But like I say, the big mistake is that people would take all these screws out and then lift it up this way. No, you got to take it like this and lift it up this way. Therefore, you know, you've got the inside. You can lift this out. See how the tape went around? And of course, you've got all the, you know, the guts in there and things like that. You know, like I said, I would save all these parts, you know, shells, especially, you know, the doors and things like that. And then you could, you know, they got this, you can see where this is what holds the tape in. You basically get a knife behind that, push it out, and free the tape. And then you could basically put this piece in and push down and put it back together again. So yeah, there was a lot of little intricacies here, you know, with small little parts that could get screwed up. But like I said, I've been doing this for so damn long, it's almost like second nature here. Just put it all back together, like so. But like I said, I don't got to finish this because I'm going to segue into something else. But the thing is, when all this VHS first started, there was a whole slew of what I would call genre bootleggers. And by that I mean everybody figured out that, you know, guys like me and other guys wanted the old 50s black and white horror movies and the Universal horror movies. But none of the big companies saw any money in putting them out. So a group of people got together. I'm going to throw this over here. We're going to do a little show and tell here, but I'm trying to find the earlier one. Let's see. First off, this is the magazine here, Filmfax. And what happened was, Filmfax is, of course, about film. So there was a lot of stuff in here. Basically, I got to find the ads, and we can focus in on the ads here. But I'm just going to give you, this one has one. I marked them. Here we have Sinister Cinema. Okay, Sinister Cinema was one of the first. You can see all this wonderful stuff they had. Giant leeches, screaming skull, devil's partner. Over here, Barbara Steele, Nightmare Castle. What else we got here? Dead Eyes of London. Bunch of cool stuff, all for $16.95. They were one of the first. But of course, all of a sudden, Filmfax became almost a catalog for this stuff. As you can see here, I'm going to mark the pages and flip through. Here we got, let's see, move this one. Guy down here selling double feature, Jungle Jim and Sheena Queen of the Jungle for only $17.95 each. That's one there. Then we go, okay, now here we go. You guys all thought Chiller Theater started out as a convention. Well, it became a convention after Chiller Theater Video, which, you know, Chiller Theater Video was the place to buy genre tapes. And here's another one with lost cartoons on video. I mean, this is all Wild West because nobody was regulating this stuff at all. We go with another one. Let's see. Your favorite obscure films are not lost, they're just hard to find. Video finders. And then over here we got Bosco Video with Japanese things. And make your checks to Dave Butler. And, you know, more Sinister Cinema stuff here. Let's see what else we got. I marked this stuff. Okay, here's another one. Clear Video out in Chicago. And make all payments out to GJ Gun, whatever the hell this guy's name is. But, you know, here we got a whole ton of stuff here. Seems like everybody was selling the same stuff. JD Films. You see all these listings of films here. The Tingler. All this stuff, which, you know, no company at that point was putting out. And then, of course, we had, you know, the Strippers Parade. Things like that. So that's another one. Okay, we're done with that issue. Let's see. I mean, these are a fascinating time capsule, but see, the problem with this thing was you're advertising, and people are getting busted. Like here's, okay, we can, another Clear Video one. A bunch here. Attention horror collectors, whatever, yeah. More Clear Video, different things. What else do we got here? I gotta go back further. I marked these at least. Where are you at there? I mean, if you can find these magazines, they're pretty cool. Filmfax. I think they're still publishing these damn things. Let me see. Where the hell is this? Easier just to go like this and save time. Okay, Cinema Cobb Video. Another one here. Devil's Partner. Different things here and there. And I think they were down, where were they? They're Baltimore. The Shocking Monster of Pedras Blancas. Fire Maidens from Outer Space. Devil's Partner. You know, another one. Funny thing was that everybody was fighting for titles. Everybody was looking for certain titles. And one of the really obscure, hot titles that everybody wanted was, of course, the world's famous Corman movie, Attack of the Crab Monsters. Here's one from Video Vault, offering the largest selection of Psychotronic movies in America, rental by mail. Call 1-800-VAULT-666. Guaranteed the worst movies to win. All kinds of other crazy stuff. I don't know if they're around anymore. They were in Georgetown and Washington, D.C. Your alternative video store. So there's another one. Well, going back to the Crab Monsters thing, nobody had the Crab Monsters. Okay, here's some more Lost Silent classics. Hatchet for a Honeymoon, which is actually the artwork for Thrill Killers, actually. What's that doing over there? You know, a bunch of monsters from Mexico. This is two Silent Lost classics, and this was Discount Videotapes, P.O. in Burbank, California. And here's a listing of what they had. New releases, 3 Came Home. Hill Number 1, Molly and Me, The Winslow Boy, Giant Gila Monster, Killer Shrews, Detour, Gunslinger, Crawling Eye, and Heartbeat. There's a whole bunch there. And then we move along, but I still got to tell the Crab Monster story. So what happened was the only people that put out Attack of the Crab Monsters on tape was Allied Artists Video, which went out of business. There's another one, Glued to the Tube videotapes, $24.95. Bunch of different TV stuff here, if you can take a look at it. But anyway, what happened was nobody had Attack of the Crab Monsters. So a guy sold me a Betamax copy of it at a flea market for $50. Now, of course, I'm a huge fan of this movie, and I had to have it, but I also didn't want to let the $50 go down the tubes. So, of course, I copied it on Maxell gold tapes. And here's another one, Dark Dreams Video. What do they got here? Here's their little itinerary here. Bunch of different stuff. It's amazing how much stuff got out, you know, and then, let's see. Sid Pink, Moana Devil, 3D film. Now on tape. So you want to make a movie. Okay, so back to the Crab Monsters. So anyway, I buy this, and I sell it to Chiller Theater Video, who now has a bigger ad here. You can see Psychotronic, this and that and the other things. Chiller Theater, post box office, whatever. So I sell him a copy of it. Well, here we go with Sinister Cinema again, another bumper crop of stuff here. Crazy stuff. Within a month after me selling that tape, everybody had it. Everybody who was advertising in here, I couldn't find the right ad, but basically everybody who was advertising here had a copy of my Attack of the Crab Monsters tape, which, showed you how out of hand this whole thing was getting. But again, people are advertising in a magazine here. And here we go with, from Creature Feature Video, Elvira for 1995. All her releases here. Go like that. You got that there. So it was all over the place. But what happened was, here's some more Blood Times Video. A little trip down nostalgia lane here. And then you got Shock Theater. Where was Shock Theater located? Okay, I'm screwing up here. Shock Theater. A free video list with every order. Sword and Sandal. Usual stuff. Call about our monthly specials. And where is he? In Make Money Orders. Oh, money orders only. Check some money orders to M. Longley in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And you had another Video Vault ad here. But like I said, everybody was advertising in this magazine. And sooner or later, let's see, what do we got here? Shock Tune Video, who actually, I think this guy was one of my customers. He's in Boonton, New Jersey. And of course, he's got a whole load of similar stuff for $15.95 each. So, yeah, there's my Attack of the Crab Monsters right there. And then your favorite films are not lost again. They're just hard to find, and video finders. So, yeah. So what happened was, all of a sudden, some of these major companies figured out that there was money to be made on this, and they were watching. And they were watching through this magazine. Now, here's Something Weird Video. Our old favorites up there. And you can see their big ad, Mexican horror, this and that, the other thing. Yeah, all kinds of cool shit. Then you got Foothill Video, which had Laurel and Hardy Classic Special, $39.95 for cereals. Buy the fourth, get one free. Video movie information. MasterCard and Visa accepted. Yada, yada, yada. And this other one was Classics, Cinema Classic Cereals. And you can see a whole bunch of this stuff here. So what happened was, all of a sudden, companies like Universal and other companies knew this was going on. And of course, you got a print ad out saying you're selling this, like you're not going to get away with it too long, and they started busting people. Well, one of the people they busted was Chiller Theater. And he got busted for a bunch of Universal stuff. And I don't know how he managed to get himself out of it, but he did. But also, when he was in the office, he saw the list of other people they were after, and right on the top of the list was Something Weird Video. And he, of course, called up Mike, because, they were buddies, and tipped Mike off. Here's another one, Mondo Video. Look at this, Tales of Terror, Castle of Blood, $5 for the August Moon, Suspiria, Cannibal Holocaust, Deranged, Bikers vs. the Undead, Sadomania, Succubus, Mark of the Devil Part 2, Last House on a Dead End Street, yada, 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 and Don't Touch the White Woman. Okay, crazy stuff. Another one, Video Rarities, Superman cartoons, Max and Dave Fleischer, all this other stuff here. Cost of $100, oh, whatever the hell, 35 each, Beta or VHS. Dave Butler, yeah, put your name on there. That's another thing. Everybody was cashing money orders and putting their names on the damn things. So it was easy to grab people. And like I said, it kept on going and going. Here's another big Chiller Theater ad here. Get back into the frame. And then there's another one with Snappy Video. Have a cartoon Christmas. So yeah, you got all this cool shit going on here. But like I said, these companies weren't stupid. They waited till, they saw people making money on it, and then they shut it down and then put it out themselves. What else do we got here? We got a few more. Yep, Clear Video. Okay, Clear Video, another one. What else do we got? We have Not of This Earth. Here's the whole listing down there. Old TV shows, Space Patrol, Abbott and Costello, My Little Margie, Time Tunnel, Lost in Space. I mean, you know, the horror films, The Tingler, Leech Woman, Killer Shrews, Undead, Manfish, all these cool things. I mean, this was huge balls, but like I said, you could get away with stuff. They weren't really looking until, you know, they figured out that people were making money, so why can't we make money doing it? So, I don't know, we got one more here, or whatever. Let me get another magazine. I mean, like I said, you know, if you were a video collector, this was the only way to get this stuff. Another glued to the tube here. I think I'm doing repetitious ads, but, yeah. It's crazy stuff. I mean, you can probably pick up back issues of Filmfax on eBay. I don't know how much they are, but they're a good read. There's a lot of interesting stuff on older films if you're into that type of thing, which, you know, if you're my age, you grew up on this stuff. So, yeah, it's all cool stuff. We did all this stuff. All right, so pretty much we did it all. I just checked this last one out to make sure, but... Okay, anything new in here and different? No, oh, here's another one. I don't know if I did this one, but another shock theater ad. But thing is, they shut down all these guys. I mean, you know, what the hell? They probably, you know, confiscated the magazines or whatever. But the magazines were a good way to find out who was bootlegging stuff and to bust them. So that's what they did. So I guess you're not going to see my face on this tape. So I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this little masterpiece, I call it. And again, tell your friends about it. And we'll see you on the flip side. So stay safe. And this is 42nd Street Pete. I'm out of here.